Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again. Do it again.
Boozing with gays.
Hey, y'all.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
Happy Thursday.
We didn't send Carla the link.
Oh, well,
you gotta send that to her right
we
now.
can do that. Let's say hello to people.
Hey,
first.
people. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? We doing good.
There's plenty of time to put up the
Oh,
link.
we got to put up the link, honey.
But it's in there.
My good girlfriend, Miss Carla, still welcome to be here to talk all things black with me.
Wait, I bet
Yes.
this is Boozing with Gays.
Hello, this is Boozing with Gays. This is
not,
my husband, Hutch
someone's
Foster.
not calling to talk just to you.
Anyway, hi. Hutch
Are you
Foster,
gonna kiss me?
Michael Shepard. I'll kiss you.
Give me a kiss.
Hey, give me-
No.
Whatever. Anyway, cheers, y'all. Hey, we still on Thursdays, y'all. We kind of dig Thursdays a little bit. Hold on. So, that is so good.
This is the perfect Manhattan.
This is called the perfect Manhattan,
not
y'all.
mediocre.
It is 2 ounces of rye whiskey, a half ounce of dry vermouth, a half ounce of sweet vermouth, a couple dashes of Angostura bitters, and garnished with a brandied cherry or lemon twist. We chose to
both.
do
both. Do you want your cherry?
because we're extra. We're extra queens.
Do you want your
I do.
cherry? Ooh.
Child,
Cherry?
we'd have to go way back in a way back time machine for me to get my cherry. All right. So, can you put up the fair use? Let's get that crap out the way right now so I can start saying hi to some people. All right, here's our fair use statement, everybody. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. Let's rock and roll. Hey, hit that little button up in the corner so I can say hi to some people. And then you're going to get everybody. All right, so hey. First of all, I want to say hey to Bay. Bethany Harrington, our line producer. Thank you, Bay. We adore you. We love you. Follow all the comments that Bay has in the chat section. Who else is here? Matthew Black is always in the room. Madonna and Robin. Mwah, good to see you. Hey, Miss Fiona. DL Labriola, adore you. Hey, cousin Zelma. Hey, Rhonda and Zelma. Y'all in the house. I'm coming down to see y'all because I love you so much. Janet Miller. Kathy Walker. K-Walk Comedy. Come on now.
Your sister Rita. Rita
Seven
Pita's
Love.
here.
Rita Seven Love is here.
Rita Pita.
All right.
Rita
So,
Pita.
did I miss anybody?
I gotta say something before
What do you say?
We're off next Thursday.
We are going to be off next
Actually,
Thursday.
we're off all next week. It is a breather week.
It's a breather week. We have weddings. We have shows. We have a whole bunch of stuff.
You're not going to
You have a wedding.
I'm going to a wedding.
I have rehearsal.
So go into the chat.
Anybody want to come by here on Thursday night and drink with me just to drink? Come on by.
Hello, Jennifer Lee Warren. Do you want to
Jennifer Lee Warren. Yeah, come on by on Thursday, y'all. Let me know. Send me a private message.
So I want to start talking about something personal.
I would love something personal, but can I ask you to do something first? Because they're waiting for the link for people to come on up in the room.
I'm not doing that yet.
Okay.
I'm talking about something personal.
Well, the reason I said it because Carla Valentine. Carla still was in Chicago. She's 2 hours behind us, ahead of us. 2 hours.
You talk about.
All right,
her,
what's your personal?
I don't know. You're talking about her information so much more important than mine. Come on, feed back to me.
All right. Feed me.
So no, I've mentioned it a little bit on this show, and then I alluded to it last week. But I got a job.
Hutch Foster got a job, y'all.
I got a job.
Baby.
And the first thing I have to say about this job is a big thank you to Bethany Harrington, who's
Bethany Harrington got
right here
him
in the
this
house.
job.
Right here in this house.
Hey, Lorraine.
But I now can talk about it because, well, I've signed a bunch of stuff, contracts. But
what is your job, Hutch Foster?
Thank you for asking, Michael Shepard. I am working for Glendale Arts.
Glendale Arts.
I am working for Glendale Arts, and I am helping them associate produce the Glendale International Film Festival.
The Glendale, California International Film Festival.
There's no California. As a matter of fact, its acronym is GIF. Glendale International.
Scott Munson, it's GIF.
It's GIF.
It's
GIFF.
GIF.
And I'm helping them. And I've had my first week of work this week.
I love
as
that.
well as I am a judge for the festival. So I've been watching a lot of really cool movies. And I'm crazy excited. We're going to choose the movies on Friday. And we're going to figure out where they go and how they see them. But in the coming weeks, what I will do for you, lovely, lovely people, is I will get you information as it comes forth. And there you go.
I am in none of the movies.
How do you know?
Because you would have told me.
I don't think you know.
You would have told me.
Mm.
All right. Speaking of movies. Oh, we got some other things. So we're going to do something. You want to do that special thing first?
Okay. You want? I don't know. We didn't rehearse this.
We didn't. Hey, Louie. Oh, baby Louie. Grr.
So this is a new segment called...
Not bits and boobs, bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs. It looked like bits and boobs.
It did look like bits and boobs. So we're starting
Bits
to do
and
this.
boobs would be a very fascinating segment.
We might get in trouble though.
So
this is all about. We have some quick. Oh, go.
Someone would say something about and bits and boobs and someone would say something. I know they would.
Anyway, Janet Miller. Hey, Jet. So this is what we're doing. These are little bitty tiny tidbits of stuff that we think that you should know about, so you can do your own research on.
So, but we thought we were going to call it Juicy Tidbits. But I went with
But that was my nickname in grade school.
And he said we can't do that. So it's Bits and Bobs. First thing, we have some celebrity deaths. Not Jerry Mathers, he's alive.
But Tony Dow
on
died
the left.
Twice.
Passed away, and you can buy this wonderful, memorable... I can't tell if that's a creepy picture.
I don't want to,
I mean,
I find it weird that you picked that.
It's... You know what? It was. You can buy it right now on eBay for $119. That creepy picture of Tony Dow and Jerry Mathers. So yes, Tony Dow, and it was
children in bikinis.
And the weird thing about Tony Dow's death, is that he
died twice.
It was announced he was dead. Then it was announced he made a mistake, and then it was announced he was dead again. So that was a bit of a roller coaster there. I'm sure for his family. Can you imagine reading in the news?
That's so crazy.
I remember
he's dead. He's alive.
I told this story before, but
I'm dead again.
The French actress Isabelle Adjani was like driving around Paris, and she hears on the radio that she died of AIDS. She's like, je ne comprends pas. She goes, I'm driving around the Eiffel Tower. I'm right here. Did I die of AIDS?
So
people got
so much
wrong.
Misinformation during that time, though. We're going to talk about misinformation earlier.
But this one I thought was, so Tony Dow played Beavers, Leave It to Beavers' brother, Wally.
I don't know if he did anything else. He may have produced.
No, he did some directing, and he did. But yes. But anyway.
Hey, Taryn.
And they say he was a nice man.
He was cute, man.
There we go. But this one hit me.
Y'all, we are saying we are adding to the ancestors today.
Yes.
We're adding to the ancestors today. That is Miss Mary, honey. Miss Mary Alice. That is Miss Mary Alice. Miss Mary Alice is one of the reasons why I'm an actor. I'm going to tell you the truth. Mary Alice was in a movie called Sparkle.
By the way,
original.
when I put that thing together, I was looking for her with a picture for Sparkle, and I couldn't really find it.
And let me tell you, it was the first all-black movie I'd ever seen that wasn't about, pimps and hookers and trying to get revenge on somebody. This was a movie about people who wanted to be in the business.
Yeah.
And it inspired me so much that I saw it and I was like, I have to be an actor. All right. People are asking for the link.
Tits and bits.
Tits and bits. Tits and bits. I had to be an actor. So I want to say the ancestors are welcoming you in with open arms tonight, and we will miss you and your work, Miss Mary Alice.
I had to think about this.
Yeah. So there's the StreamYard link.
Join us for
Hey,
Bits
Bill
and
Amber.
Boobs. Bits and Boobs, Bits and Boobs, Bits and Boobs.
Bits and bobs. And also, one other little thing we have here. You want to put it up? It's a birthday. Whose birthday is it?
It's a birthday. Although, you know what?
It was yesterday.
This is a problem.
What is it?
Well, I got to take that out. Sorry, this will come back, I promise you. It's just that the movie, I know what this is. So Norman Lear turned 100 years old.
Yes.
And this was something that was in the New York Times. He's writing about Archie Bunker. For all his faults, Archie loved his country and he loved his family, even when they called him out on his ignorance and bigotries. If Archie had been around 50 years later, he probably would have watched Fox News. He probably would have been a Trump voter. But I think that the sight of the American flag being used to attack Capitol Police would have sickened him. I hope that the resolve shown by Representatives Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger and their commitment to exposing the truth would have won his respect. And I found that a lovely quote to celebrate
It is.
Norman Lear.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Happy
Norman Lear.
Yes.
Yes.
And
100.
100, and he seems like crazy savvy and there, and
Some people got
just
it.
boom.
You
Your
got it.
mother was very
My
savvy.
mother was 96.
Crazy savvy.
Very, very savvy. All right. You want to put that back up again for
Put
us,
that
my
back
love?
Put the banner back up.
Put the thing back up for people to come
So
and
I
say
went,
hi to us.
I went online to see if I could do it, because we never have the same letters here, this HSBV, whatever. And I was trying to, can I just have our own so it always comes to us? And you can't do that.
No.
I hope that they change that.
I also want to talk about my shirt. Do people recognize my shirt?
I recognize
It is One Life to Live.
live. Bum, bum, bum.
I found this. Hey, Patrick. I found this in my closet, and I was like, I gotta wear my One Life to Live shirt because, baby, back in the day, One Life to Live was the show. Who watched One Life to Live? Who watched One Life to Live? Because, baby, I love that. All my children, One Life to Live, General Hospital. Hey, Benet, mwah, so proud of you, Benet. So
Oh, your
proud
pictures
of
are
you.
glorious.
Pictures are glorious. One Life to Live. So I wear my One Life to Live shirt. And what? You got to see the back. Can they see the back?
No, well, yeah, Crossroads.
Crossroads. That was the bar. Crossroads was the local bar on there. All right, let's talk about some stuff.
I'm
It's warm
sorry.
here tonight.
I feel like you cut short that story. Why do you have this shirt?
Oh,
Michael
because my
Shepard.
husband was on One Life to Live, and he stole stuff from set for me.
I don't know that I stole that. I did steal a matchbook.
You
or
stole a
Crossroads.
matchbook. You stole
an
from
ashtray.
Brody's.
An
You stole an ashtray and a couple other things.
I
from
hope
Brody's.
ABC execs are watching. I did. I stole stuff.
All right.
I stole stuff.
Well, let's talk about this. We got
some fun things to talk about. And wait, I'm going to just throw this out real quick because this has to be here. Oh, once again, banners in the way.
How do you? We saw this today. Just read it, laugh about it. Hey, Danny B. Look at that.
I kind of love that.
Saw that today. I just had to show you all.
Just, boom.
All right. Because it's. Can we bring in Miss Carla Stillwell?
How can we not?
I'm on camera. I'm
Yes,
here.
she is.
I'm here with my cats.
Hey, she here, Black.
Like, we do that. We can do that. We can do
Yeah,
this.
a freaking
Whatever you-
cracker here. We
There
have
we
a
go.
cocktail.
Cheers, my love.
What are you drinking tonight, Carla?
Oh, I'm real common. I'm common as fuck tonight. This is Jackson Daniels.
Jackson Daniels.
Jackson, if you're nasty, with a
Honey.
splash of orange juice.
Honey, that's one of them slave owner drinks.
I know because I had to order it from the Instacart. I couldn't get to the business before it closed to get the so I had to drink the Master's Jackson.
Master Jackson, honey. But hey, if it gets the job done, she get the job done.
It's
Don't-
done. It's done. It's handled.
Job done. So So I have to ask you, what black things have happened to you this week?
Let me tell you what happened to me black today. So, y'all know I produce these productions all over Chicago. And one of the things that we're producing is the kids stage at Lollapalooza. So if you are in the Chicagoland area and you have $1,000 to blow, come to Lollapalooza with your children, and Collaboration Theater is producing the whole kids area. So
I
we got
love that.
stilt walkers and all this old type of shit. But let me tell you, so I'm here in Lollapalooza, and I see a young hot woman walking through the Lollapalooza with the dirtiest feet I'd ever seen. Now, let me say this. I know it's festival time, and sometimes feet be dirty. I'm not judging, but today is Thursday. It's the first day. So that means she brought her dirty hippie feet on the plane Like they didn't just get dirty over time. If this was Saturday night, I'd be like, oh, she's had a good time. But sis ma'am brought them feet from North Carolina like that
Mm.
on the plane. And I had said to myself, because this is why I was so black. Michael Shepard will tell you. Sometimes the black ancestors talk to you and say, child, did you see that young white woman's feet? So that's what happened today. So that's what I'm dealing with.
Honey,
So,
well, you have a coalition of old black women who live in your head. So
oh, it's the caucus of old black women that live inside my mind. They have an administrative assistant. Her name is Mabel.
yes.
They communicate through her. You know, that's what's happening.
Well, I think I'm gonna start finding myself carrying a washcloth to these events. Just cause. If you know, you know, black people. If you know, you know.
Oh God. And then there was it was a multi-ethnic fuckery today. All the things that an ancient old black woman that taught me how to wear a girdle. Who remembers the girdles that had the real boning in them? That taught me how to wear a girdle with the boning in it was offended by. There was some young gentlemen walking through in some hoochie daddy shorts with their shirts on. Now we in the kids section. They had on the hoochie daddy shorts and they had their shirts unbuttoned. And I said, what in the Chippendales is going on out here at the Palooza? I saw more cheek rumpenses. I was not ready. I was not prepared. I'm a woman of a certain age. It was terrible. I say it was terrible. So that's what happened to me today.
I got one more thing I need to talk to you about. We all need to talk about this.
Let's
We're
discuss
gonna talk
it.
about it later, but I need to talk about you because I got some other people waiting who want to talk.
Yes.
In the room. All right. Have you seen? And I know this is a stupid question. Have you seen the trailer? You already know what I'm gonna ask, don't you?
For Wakanda?
The
For
trailer
Black Panther
for
2?
Wakanda
Oh, you're doing that.
forever.
So a young brother with a multicolored beard put a post out and said that the diaspora has decided that we all have to wear white the weekend of November 11th.
Oh,
We all wearing white.
can I do that too?
Yes, everybody can.
Just wear white.
Is the color. White is the color. The rules are we don't care how you show up, but you have to be gleaming and glistening in white.
And
All right.
Is this the opening? Is that what I'm
Opening
saying?
weekend, honey. We in white. Y'all got heard it here first.
Can I show a picture? Do you mind if I show a picture?
Absolutely.
This is the picture Michael wanted me to do.
Look at that.
And I am not prepared. I am not able. My soul is not ready.
Because
Chadwick Boseman is somewhere rocking back and forth, weeping ancestral tears over the beauty.
honey, I know
It was a gorgeous.
I know that the first time they showed that
was amazing.
all I said the first time I looked at it, but whoo, we can shall handle her. Ha ha
Like everybody don't understand what we just said, Uncle Michael, but that's what we said.
What we said is that we're gonna be there opening weekend in white.
No, but before I go, I want to throw this out there. So there are some male Americans, some cisgender male Americans who have decided that this movie is an attack on men because the black women are the force in this film. And we are like, did you not see the Dora Milaje in the last film? Did you not see that the sister was the smartest person in the world? Did we not? But because Chadwick is gone and they did not replace the male Black Panther.
But if you in that, I can't imagine I'm giving something away talking about a preview that's not. But someone's giving birth to someone. Just saying.
Listen,
that scene was.
Once you realize,
gorgeous.
I'm just gonna say this: listen to black women.
We're always right.
Boom.
98% of us voted for Hillary Clinton. 98% of us voted for Bill Clinton. No, for what's his name? The old man now. our
Joe.
old president, Joseph Robinette, and 53% of y'all voted for Donald Trump the first time, and 55% of y'all voted for him the second time.
Isn't that wild? That doesn't
So,
make any sense to me at all.
So I think that we will continue having these black moments during Boozing with Gays because I just had to have something black.
Well, thank you for including me in your black moment. I will be here next week for the dark-skinned moment. Cheers,
Okay.
uncles.
All right. I love you, niece.
Love
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
So I wanted to get to some of these other movies. This is your list, right
Okay,
here.
so y'all hear the movies.
This is your list.
These movies going from, if you're looking at it from left to right.
That's all anyone can see it by. I don't
Oh,
know why you keep saying that,
Patty.
like that there could be a choice.
Left to right. These movies are The Warrior. Well, sorry, I got to find the names now because I had them. Where'd he go?
It's the Woman
King, starring Viola Davis.
Yes.
Till, starring Jalen Hall and Danielle Deadweiler, and Wakanda Forever, who will only star the cheekbones of Miss Angela Bassett.
Miss Angela Bassett. You have to say the Miss.
We have so many black films coming out right now. I don't know what to do.
You're so excited.
I don't know what to do.
You're very excited. I'm very excited. I mean, these look like awesome films. I gotta say though, Till is going to be a freaking emotional.
Ooh,
that's
baby.
That's going to be
knowing that woman is still alive.
Everyone needs to see that movie. I don't even know reviews. We all need to go see it. It is part of our history. We have to own it.
Support black
we
films,
have to support black films. We have to watch that movie, and it's going to be difficult. But there you are. We have to do it. But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless.
Kathy, we're going to get to you in just a hot minute, baby.
Now, we have to talk about the reason why we're talking about films is because we went to go see a film this week.
Yes, we did. We saw a movie this week.
We saw.
Nope.
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 I kind of like this picture because it included Stephen Yeun. I thought he needed to be
honey.
part of the.
We are not going to give any spoilers here. I will just say this: go see it.
It's
Go see Nope.
We can't talk about
because
the thing about
and then call us and we will talk about it.
Let us know
because there are things to talk about.
And there's some disturbing imagery. I have to say that there is some disturbing imagery. So good. And yet I was thoroughly engrossed. I love this. Keke Palmer kicks ass,
baby.
Oh my God, she kicks ass.
If anyone here has seen it and wants to come and talk to us about it, Kathy Walker, have you seen it yet?
But we don't. Oh, she shakes her head now.
We're gonna talk about it in a minute. We're not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna tell y'all to go see it, and then please, we have to talk about this movie.
So before Kathy comes on, we have to discuss something that's near and dear to my heart.
What is that?
It is the mustard shortage in France.
Y'all, there is a mustard shortage
in France.
Now, I don't know why there's a mustard shortage in France, but
because here's some French mustard. That actually is French.
I don't know why there's a mustard shortage anywhere in the world.
No, if anyone's low on mustards,
if anyone
we have
needs any sweet hot mustard or
perhaps just a pale ale,
whole grain mustard, or
this one.
Which one is that one?
Morehouse German mustard.
Some champagne jalapeno mustard, or
there's my chicken. This is Thai curry.
That's Thai curry. I don't know what I got in there.
I needed that.
Some stout mustard.
I don't know how it got in there. Some deli French's.
Traditional yellow mustard.
One more.
Oh, we have
one more little.
And this is not all of them. A little sweet hot mustard, y'all.
With a broken cap.
Oh my gosh. They are wondering why there is no mustard right now.
Start loading it back in as we
I know.
So I got so the thing is the French are crazy about this because the French, and now when I lived in France for 1 full year of my life, and you go to the restaurants, and I loved their Dijon mustard because it's just on the table. You plop it on anything. You could take like a baguette and just and eat it, and it's like, this is the best bread, the best mustard I've ever had in my entire life. So the French, that's not what we put in there. And I'm keeping the Thai curry shouldn't be.
I don't know why that was in there.
Why is that in our mustard bag, Michael Shepard?
We like mustard.
But so the French are out of mustard. So when they go to the store, if there happens to be any mustard in the store, they can only buy one. They are limited, and they're just like when we get weird with our hoarding, which we did do toilet paper. We're gonna go or flour. Remember all the flour we bought? I mean, just like so they're that way with the mustard. So they're having issues. Evidently, do you know who grows the largest amount of mustard in the world? Do you have a guess?
No, let's say
this is mustard seed. I'll be
mustard seed.
Guess who grows?
Mustard seed. I'm doing the Midsummer Night's Dream, and there's a character named Mustard Seed in it.
And
Who would it be? Let's
where-
say
where might it-
Asia.
do you know where mustard seed grows?
No, I don't know.
Saskatchewan and Alberta. It's a number one mustard growing area, second to France. And so
What
a
is
lot
it?
of these places go there, but everyone's having such heat waves or like
Oh.
bug problems that the mustard seeds aren't growing as much. And so they have like a quarter of what they used
So
to.
where is
Anyway,
it?
in Canada.
Where in Canada?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Canada.
That was my
So-
Bits and Bob's favorite
All right,
moment.
there we go.
But we're going to move on.
Kathy Walker.
I have.
Oh, we have one more thing.
No, I'm going to. Let's do a.
Ooh.
This was my favorite headline of the week. I read it today. Thought I'd share. Kathy Walker, you're going to comment on this.
The only Texas official who wants to end their sodomy law is Ted Cruz.
I'm sorry. The only official. So they went up to Greg Abbott. Hey, what do you think? Things are coming down. They might have to change some laws. Right now, sodomy, if things get dismantled on the national level, sodomy on the books in Texas is a bad thing. It's still against the law. What do you think, Greg Abbott? Greg Abbott said, no comment. What do you? They asked the senators, asked everyone in Texas, like, we don't want to talk about sodomy laws. This is a bit too Ted Cruz. Oh, no, I think we should repeal those sodomy laws. He jumped on the bandwagon. He jumped on the bandwagon, which led Michael Shepard to give me this.
Oh, look. Darling, look. A homosexual.
And with no further ado, Kathy Walker.
You know what? I thought I'd be coming in for like the Prince William pegging story, but okay.
No, this is the Ted Cruz approves of sodomy story.
Oh my God, the lady does
can't even
confess
pin
too
them down
much.
anymore. They keep changing what they do.
I don't understand it. Because I'm like, what's his wife's name? I said earlier, Trixie.
Okay.
His wife.
His wife.
What's his, no, Joan. His wife Joan.
Perhaps.
Is he one of those that has to call his wife mommy or mama?
Oh my God, that was
See,
Pence.
okay, can I say something about that though? This is what's so weird.
Why is it hot?
It's so warm in here, and the air conditioning is on. I have to say something about that whole mommy pop, because I call him Papa.
Oh, I'm
do.
sorry.
And he calls me Daddy.
You do
But that's
call
for
me
another
Papa,
reason.
But there's something about mommy that is so. I don't call you daddy.
No.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Mike Pence, and again, all of them are just, but Ted's not the worst of them. Who's the senator that actually went to son's wedding, and yet voted
Later on.
against?
Let's talk about it now.
All right.
Kathy Walker.
All right, so we're going to talk about this now, Kathy Walker, since you're here.
Hello,
Okay. And
hypocrisy.
by the way, I didn't know Heidi was a bottom. They want to stop. Heidi's his wife's name. I didn't realize that she was a bottom.
Oh,
Ted and Heidi?
Allegedly. I always have to. She's a bottom. Allegedly.
So it's Glenn Thompson.
Glenn, is it
Glenn
Thompson or Tompkins?
Thompson.
Thompson.
I'm saying it
Tompkins
correctly.
is someone else who hates gays.
So yeah, Congressman from Pennsylvania. He voted no on the what is that the marriage bill, the marriage for everyone bill, whatever they're calling it these days.
Right.
Voted no, and then 3 days later went to his son's gay wedding. Yeah, and did that speech about we're so proud to have another son in our family type energy. Yeah.
Can I just say this? And I want people to comment on this, please. Here's the thing, is that the reason, this is my personal beliefs and my personal feelings, is I believe that he can vote no on queer marriage. And I don't like to say same-sex marriage because sex makes folks lose their fucking minds. The word sex makes people lose their mind. So I wish we would have started off with same-gender marriage. I don't know. But then again, that would have caused problems because what is gender? It's a construct.
You're being very philosophical.
No,
no. I'm impressive. I'm
Well,
like,
hey,
literally,
it is early in the hour.
my heart's
That
beating.
drink
a little
ain't
fast.
hidden.
I'm enjoying it. I'm like, go.
but
Well, what was your
the real reason that it doesn't matter for this, again, this is my belief. The real reason that it doesn't matter is that these two white queer men
Yeah.
White, queer, cis men are marrying each other. And it doesn't matter whether or not those rights are taken away, because you know what they have? Their whiteness.
Do we know they're both white?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know?
I don't think that man would have ever said in life, I want to welcome my Black, Latino.
You don't say that.
You know,
You don't say it that way.
That man would never
You get
have
a bit
said
more
that.
artful with that sentence.
No, but I mean, that's the thing. Why are white queer men still voting Republican? Is because it doesn't matter to them. Because their rights are never going to be affected, because white will always trump queer every time.
But again, it's since Roe versus Wade, everybody needs to be on guard, because again, the things that are going to be deemed acceptable, and again, I follow it all under Frumpy Dump. So ever since Trump, everybody has been emboldened to be as bigoted, as racist, as sexist, as it's going to get a whole hell of a lot worse. And in fact, we may all need to move to Alberta, raise mustard seeds, or be in some other country, because
my friend Bill Ambram said that
shit's getting crazy up in here.
I would hate to get stuck in affair with Cruz and Lindsey Graham. I don't think I'd leave as innocent as when I went in.
Well, first of all, you didn't go in innocent.
You're going to come to that pagan story eventually. So,
baby,
if you start talking about Lindsay and Ted,
but it's so crazy to me.
But the other thing about politics, I mean, just to put a different spin on it, the reality spin, the district that this guy is from, what's his name again, Glenn Thompson, it was like 90% Trump voters. He can't, and so one of the things that's been I was going to put this up. You said
yes.
Do you want me to put it up?
Yes, do it.
This is a man from The Advocate who wrote this, and he's talking about. Well, I'll just put it up because then we'll kind of as I search and search and search. And this is John Casey. He's an editor of The Advocate. But if marriage equality passes, this is in Pennsylvania, of course, he's talking about. If marriage equality passes and it is signed into law, his constituents will turn against Thompson because he bragged about his gay son getting married. And if marriage equality doesn't pass and isn't codified into law, the Supreme Court overturns Obergefell. His family will turn against Thompson because he's bashed the legality of his own son's marriage. So the article was kind of saying that that he basically has worked himself into a corner with no way out.
Again, no. I'm sorry.
So? Well, no.
His white son marrying that white man is not going to care.
No. But if he's in this Trumpy Trump world, and the Trumpy Trump people are watching him say, "Congratulations, gay son," that might affect them. I'm just saying. We don't know. Conjecture.
Okay. Kathy Walker, let me ask you, because you were in North Carolina.
Oh, Lord. Don't start mentioning Madison Cawthorn. Okay, anyway.
No, I'm not. You're in North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Kathy Walker, are you a religious person?
I am a person of faith.
A person of faith. But you're also someone who understands who I honestly believe understands what being a person of faith is, which means that you are open and accepting. And if there are faults within people, you can sit down and have a conversation with them to understand their side, their belief, not their side, because that separates people, but their beliefs and who they are. And you can come to some sort of place of understanding that person without having to persecute them, correct?
Correct. Because again, all these people who are waving their Bibles and are trying to hold other people to what they are calling their religious beliefs or what they're saying they're doing in the name of Jesus, I personally think don't really know, quite frankly, anything about Jesus and what he stood for, and the whole idea of loving others as yourself. So and that's not condemning people or pointing fingers at people, but embracing them. So yeah, I really worry, and it's very disturbing where we are in this country and where we're blurring these lines and saying that our way of living should be everybody else's way of life, or we need to set the standard for everyone else. Because again, in this country, some 400 years ago, if we were talking about setting standards, then I would be out somewhere picking cotton and not wearing it, and again, not having my rights respected. And that's where I feel like I am today, because as a woman, this country is saying to me, my rights aren't respected. Granted, I'm not of childbearing age now, but again, if you're passing these laws and overturning these Roe versus Wade, you're saying to women that you don't have a choice. You know what? Your role is just to have kids, not to have careers, not to have choice, not to even have a life, when that can endanger your health. And again, if you're going to say you're a Christian, or that, you believe in God and love Jesus, then you need to actually maybe read the book, hear what he says, and how he tells you what you should do in terms of your fellow man.
I think one of the problems is you have people now in the pulpit who are telling these parishioners how to interpret. And so they are like, you would say that to someone and they'd be like, no, I know the Bible. Now, I'm very clear. I don't know the Bible.
But I do a little bit.
I'm not going to go head toe to toe with anyone, but at least I have a sense of what, like you deserve everything that it's to come to you. You deserve, everyone deserves that peace, right? We all deserve something that is sanity and normality and normalcy. And it drives me crazy when these laws that you're talking about start saying, okay, yeah, you can have your right and you can have your right, but not you guys over here. And that drives me nuts.
Hey, Jeff Ransom. The reason I brought that up is because I wanted somebody to hear a logical, real person talk about what Christianity is and what beliefs is. Because we're going to talk about a Black prosperity preacher in a little bit who was wearing $1 million worth of jewelry and was robbed.
But I want to stick with this topic, actually.
All right. Okay.
Let's say ciao to Kathy. Thank you.
But before I go, gentlemen, I just have to say, and again, for me on the East Coast, it's late. It's past my bedtime. I'm old. I go to bed at 10, but I stay up, and I stay up for you guys because I love you, and you guys make me laugh. You make me think, and you make me want to drink. So,
oh my God, that's our new slogan: make you laugh, make you think, make you want to
drink. There you go. Y'all take that. I love you guys. Take care.
So good to see you, Mama.
Bye, Kathy Walker.
Bye.
All right.
That made me feel so. Something that people should know. I like years and years and years and years ago, I directed Kathy in a play. And it was a play that I think we all just loved to pieces that you couldn't even produce today because it dealt with, well, we're not even going to go into it. A lot of racial issues, a lot of, and it was even at the time period, it was like one of those things where like, can we do this? I kept turning to Kathy. Can we do this? But she was an awesome sounding board and she's a wonderful person. And thank you, Kathy, for joining us. What I wanted Kathy set us up. We'll get to the Reverend, but we have a lot of stuff about abortion rights.
Yes.
And I want to start with MAGA, but that's not the MAGA that is the Donald Trump.
That's the MAGA y'all think it is.
This is the Mothers Against
Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott. Thank you very much, because I literally blacked out. And this is a commercial they put together. Now, you're going to start watching this and start tuning out. Don't tune out. Hang in there for the whole commercial, because I'm telling you right now, this thing is awesome. Here it is.
There's no easy way to say this, but your baby has a catastrophic brain abnormality. If she is to survive, will live only a matter of hours after birth. During that time, she will experience a multitude of seizures and ultimately aspirate on her own bodily fluids. She will suffer. A decision will need to be made on termination. I wish I could tell you what to do, but there is only one person who can make this choice.
How much time do I have?
And that person is Greg.
Greg?
Who the is Greg?
Yeah, let me just give him a call.
Hey, Greg. Dr. Robinson here.
Listen, I've got a pregnancy that could... Yes? But I think this one is the... Yes, okay. Sure. Okay, I'll let them know. Yeah. That's gonna be a no. Best of luck to you.
Mothers Against Greg Abbott. They're doing the work.
That's a MAGA I can get behind.
Doing the work. They are going. They're like calling him out on every single thing he does. They've been put that like the thing is we had ads to choose from. The thing is there isn't just one ad. But go on their site, Mothers Against Greg Abbott. They're awesome. Donate money. It's tremendous. I think
it is. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful ad.
And they're very. I should say this. They're very pro Beto O'Rourke. So that it's one of those elections we'll be watching come November.
Beto O'Rourke's kind of fine. In that, if I had to sleep with my RA in college, fine. I'm going to put on my glasses.
We're just going to let that sit there. So, Matt Gaetz.
Not fine.
Possible child.
Not fine.
Was he pornographer? What is he?
What? Are we talking about Matt Gaetz?
You were the one that sent me this information.
Okay. I'm sorry.
He said this. Be offended.
Why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions? Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb. These people are odious on the inside and out. They're like 5'2", 350 pounds, and they're like, give me my abortions or I'll get up and march and protest. And I'm thinking, march? You look like you got ankles weaker than the legal reasoning behind Roe versus Wade.
I'm amazed that there's a portion of this country that can listen to that rhetoric and think this feeds me, because all it does is repulse every part of my being.
I don't want to advocate for violence. I don't.
Oh, you better watch what you say.
I don't want to advocate for violence.
Yes.
But when I worked in a bar in Chicago and I was the doorman, I am sure that might have been the face I punched first.
Yeah. You feel like that it was. Yeah.
Yeah. At last call.
The thing is, he's not drunk.
That might have been the face I punched first.
He's not even drunk, though. I mean, you were punching faces. Well, I shouldn't have said that. You had issues.
Oh, I was punching faces, but not with my fist.
But of like really drunk individuals or whatever. Anyway, so the story continues. There is an activist. She is 19. Her name is Olivia Juliana, and she saw this and decided to call him out. And so she put out. I'm making sure. Yeah, this is it. She put out this post. It's come to my attention that Matt Gaetz, alleged pedophile, has said that it's always the odious 5'2", 350-pound women that nobody wants to impregnate who rally for abortion. I'm actually 5'11", 6'4" in heels. I wear them so the small men like you are reminded of your place. So she put this there. He then sees it and he starts trolling her. And 19, by the way, the child. I mean, I'm sorry, teenage, 19, adult child.
Yeah.
But I starts going after her. Now, Olivia Juliana has a I got to put up a thing.
A website.
Has a website. It's Gen Z for Choice. Change. Sorry. Gen Z for Change. I keep hitting the wrong button there. Here is the thing. And I donated to Gen Z for Change.
$25?
We did $25.
And we don't have a lot of money, but
and
we donated
our $25.
We donated $25.
And it went from like if you watch the numbers on this website, it went from like, oh, she got $75,000. Oh, she got $200,000. She is up to $1.1 million. And if you go on the website, it isn't just for abortion rights. She has a whole list of things on there that she wants to see change. She wants the Gen Z, part of our society to change. And
listen to women.
And for youth. I think that the youth of today are going to be the ones that are going to change things. Yes, women. Yes, go.
Listen to Black women. Listen to women of color. Listen to anyone who doesn't have a penis. Let's just say it. I'm just going to say that. Boom. There you go. I want to talk about
real quickly. So she put out I don't have a copy of it, but she put out a real cute thank you letter to Matt Gaetz saying, "Hey, thanks, Matt, for saying this." And she's like, "Ooh, Matt Gaetz is for choice," because basically she's raised all this money because of his really assholery comments.
And I want to say this because our friend Bill, just asked for us to quote the thing that Penn's chief of staff, Mark Short, said, which basically called him a pedophile, and he's not worried about him because by the 2024 elections, he will be in jail.
Yeah. So Matt Gaetz. Hey,
Boo. All right. Put something else up besides Matt Ding Dang Gaetz.
Okay.
Brad Schlater.
We have to. We have to do this one. This touched my heart.
Oh, I like touching.
We're going.
Touch your heart.
Hey, hello. This is her name is Addison Gardner. She is 12.
Oh, y'all prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves.
She is 12 years old. Basically, West Virginia did not have a trigger law for the Roe versus Wade. Like so many states, once it was overturned, there were trigger laws, and so immediately things went into effect. West Virginia didn't have that. They just had this, there should be no abortion in West Virginia law. And so they kind of, there was a judge there that goes, hold on. This is not cool. We have to have something on paper that's not like an 1800 law. And so, our law from the 1800s.
The fact that we're looking at laws from the 1800s, y'all.
And I'm not making that up. That is
they are laws that we are looking at from the 1800s.
And that's what's going to happen. We're going to keep going back to these laws. Anyway, so she got up in front of the house in West Virginia, and vamp, because of course I didn't set myself up.
I'm just saying this.
She said the following.
How am I going to vamp?
I'm 12 years old. I attend Buffalo Middle School. I play for varsity volleyball, and I run track. My education is very important to me, and I plan on doing great things in life. If a man decides that I'm an object and does unspeakable and tragic things to me, am I a child supposed to carry and birth another child? Am I to put my body through the physical trauma of pregnancy? Am I to suffer the mental implications? A child who had no say in what was being done with my body. Some here say they are pro-life. What about my life? And does my life not matter to you?
Sebastian, say hello.
Hey, Sebastian, hi.
Hi.
All right, Sebastian needs something. I'm going to go out of the room. You talk about this. I'm going to go help Sebastian. Parent.
It's so funny because he comes in. I have something to tell you, and we're like, "Oh my God, we're right." The configurations we go through to go. We need 1 hour. 1 hour. That's it. From 8:30 to that's it. Parenting. Our next thing is Walgreens. This is kind of not a me story. It's a Michael Shepard story. The Walgreens story. So a woman goes into Walgreens. She and her boyfriend are sexually active. How wonderful. I say hurrah. And she goes into Walgreens and she goes, ooh, gosh, we're on a trip. I didn't bring my contraception. Let's get some condoms.
I forgot my birth control.
Let's get some condoms. So they go in and and she goes in. He's in the car. She goes in to get condoms in Walgreens and she says, hey, I'm here. Here's the box of condoms. And the person behind the counter goes, oh, because of my religion, I can't sell those to you. Dana. Because of my religion, I cannot sell those to you. And
Dana.
Why do you keep saying Dana?
Because Dana just arrived.
Okay. You can't just keep cutting me off without telling me what's going on. Here, do you want to finish the story?
Dana. That's it. Go.
It feels like that's some sort of weird, Jordan Peele moment that I'm unaware of.
Go see Nope. All right.
Dana.
So, this is so messed up, y'all.
Well, we don't know what's messed up right now. All we know is she goes in, she does this. She's made to feel inferior or less than because she's buying condoms. And anyway, her boyfriend said, named Nate Pence.
Nate Pence. We went to Hayward to get some groceries and a stop at Walgreens because we had left Jess's birth control at home. As Jess was checking out, cashier John told her he couldn't sell her the condoms. Oh, I got them over there. We can, but I won't sell them because of my faith.
And so it kind of made her feel shitty, basically. Now, I don't know where this story is. This is one of those stories. Is it a real story? Is it kind of are we kind of goosing the story to make it something more than it really is? I don't know. Now, I believe if there are condoms in the store and there's a cashier, yes, you should be able to buy whatever's in the ding dang store from the cashier. That makes sense. It's a logic. Walgreens had this to say. Here we go. Our policy allows pharmacists to step away from filling a prescription for which they have a moral obligation. At the same time,
moral objection.
At the same time, they are also required to refer the prescription to another pharmacist or manager on duty to meet the patient's needs in a timely manner. Here's the deal. How many times have we been at a Walgreens or a CVS or wherever, and there's like one person working the cashier, and then that person goes, I'm not going to sell it to you. And then, so Bubba's on the break. He'll be back in 10, 15.
Here's the messed up
That's
thing.
A minor.
Here's also another messed up thing.
Would piss me off.
We look at this because we go, Walgreens policy, we don't have to sell shit if people don't believe that we should. Our employees don't believe we should sell it. We don't have to sell it. And you go, fuck Walgreens. I'm not going to Walgreens. And I'm not. I will not step foot into Walgreens again because.
Except for one thing.
For what?
I read that this is a similar thing at CVS.
That's what I was getting to. But it's not just Walgreens.
No, this is something
CVS as well.
Evidently, this is kind of an across the board thing where if someone is uncomfortable filling your birth control prescription or selling you condoms, they can go, sorry, can't do it, against my religion.
I do want to. Can I say something real quick?
Oh, I guess.
I do want to say one thing. They sold the condoms to the man.
Is that what happened? He came in. I don't know how it rounded out. I didn't find that part of the story because I think he probably came.
They got the condoms.
They got it finally, but it just wasn't for the woman. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Because a woman is just a vessel for.
So what follows on the heels of this? Not that this was connected, but it's connected. There was a morning consult / political poll. And they're kind of like, asking about, abortion, about all the stuff. And they were asking about contraception. And there's 25% of Republicans in this poll do not support Congress passing a federal law to protect the right to contraception. Think about this. 25% of the Republicans polled said, I don't want Congress to get involved in supporting a law that allows contraception. Where are we going in this country? The same 25%, I believe, and by the way, these 25%, and I don't mean to bash a religion, this is just on the thing, were very Christian. They were also very Christian. The same 25% were against interracial marriage.
Can we talk about Christian nationalism yet? We're not going to do that just yet.
No,
we're talking about Christian
think about just we have to live where we are. Live in this moment. This poll is basically Clarence Thomas did. By the way, if there anyone out there, he blew the whistle, he did whatever. It's happening. I don't know what's going to be undone. I don't know what rights are going to be taken away from us.
Okay, can I speak on that?
Yes, please.
Because I'm loud and I'm black and I can say some shit. All right, first of all, here's the thing. Everyone out there, and you know what? People who are watching this are not just our friends in our echo chamber. For anyone who says that's never going to happen.
It happened with Roe.
It's going to happen.
I don't know that it's going to happen, but
it's going to happen. And may I say something to you with all honesty, and you won't be mad at me later?
Should I not be mad at him later? I'm
saying this. When you say it's not going to happen as a white cis male.
No, I don't think I don't know that. It doesn't. Anyway, continue.
No, as a white cis male, it's like you're still viewing this, even though you have done so much work, and I'm so proud of the work that my husband has done about, in terms of being an anti-racist.
I'm going to pat my own back now. Go ahead.
As an anti-racist,
can I pat your lap
but
I don't know
what I said.
I don't know.
No, but as you've been doing all this work as an anti-racist, but you still come into this looking at it from a white cis male perspective.
Here's the deal.
You do.
Here's the deal.
Yes, go. What?
I never won't. I can't.
But you're working towards actually being able to not speak on it and listen to the words around you who are telling.
Well, but I've listened to the words around me for many. I listened to the words around me before you came in. I mean, that's kind of been my thing. I am very clear. I do not know everything. I think the problem with a lot of Americans is they lead with, I know everything and you're wrong. And that's not me. I have a whole different mindset. I know I don't know everything. I know you're going to have a different perspective from the people who are watching from whatever. And I think it's important to listen to everyone.
Yeah, but
you're butting me.
Listen, oh my God, I didn't do yes and. I did not yes and. I butted.
Benet,
I butted and not yes anded it. Yes and
booze,
boob, and bits.
Booze and bits. Booze and bits.
But let me just say that. But Jesus, I can't stop saying but. Yes, and I hear what you are saying, and I just have to speak on that. It's right. See, this is how hard it is.
I don't know
because
what you're trying.
If white people had to do yes and to get their point across, that they would have a horrible time.
I don't know why you hit Happy New Year.
I don't know why I did that, but hey,
no,
Bernard,
no, don't hit anything. You have to finish your thought because I want to know what you're trying to say.
No, I don't remember.
What's after the butt? Is anything really ever after the butt?
Oral. After the butt is oral.
We're at that point of the evening. We're trying to hold on to the next
bourbon.
Thought. We're trying to hold on. Wait, what's the next thought? What are we doing? What is happening? And as Jeanette says, nothing is after the butt.
Because if you've gone there, you've made someone very happy.
All right. Do you want to do Taryn's thing now that you didn't finish your thing?
What did I just say?
I know you said you wanted to do this.
Oh.
It's already happening. Sure, it could be stopped theoretically, but there's absolutely a strong probability it would be happening and get worse. Okay, this is getting depressing to me because the path. I don't think that you're wrong. But what I liked about some of the things we even did tonight, whether it's about the Mothers Against Greg Abbott, whether it's about a 12-year-old girl in West Virginia, people are speaking up and they're fighting and they're realizing there's something to hold on to. And I think that is a powerful force. And if we can come together during like November time period to the polls, all that stuff, I think we can do stuff. I think that you and I and you and they and we all can make sure that things don't go as far as they possibly could if we were idle.
And we have to not be afraid of losing people in the fight to make sure that that there's an equity, that there's an equality with all of us. We have to be careful. We have to be aware that we're going to lose people and not be ashamed of that. Because look, there are people in Hudgens family I don't want to be around. I don't give a fuck about now because they show their true colors. And I will say this right now, and I don't care if they give a fuck if they watching. Y'all know who you are.
They don't know who they are. No. Seriously. This is one of the problems is that you say they know who they are. They're living on whatever. They don't know who they don't. They don't know what's wrong. They've not
If y'all are watching and wondering why I don't show up to shit, and I don't want my kids around you, now you know.
The kids are never around, dude.
No.
Well, now you're just saying stuff.
I ain't saying nothing.
It's tough. This isn't even worthy.
It is tough. But I'm like, I ain't. What I drink.
All right.
We got 90 seconds left. What the hell you want to talk about?
No, we have 2 more items. Which one do you want to do?
Oh my God.
One can be delayed. We'll do this one. Don't you think?
Yes, do that one.
All right. Well, we said we were going to do it. You said this to Kathy anyway. So a bishop in Brooklyn, New York. Do you want to say it? Or do you want to
Bishop Lamar Lamar William Miller. Okay, Miller Whitehead.
Miller Whitehead. Well, no, he was robbed. So first of all, he was robbed. That's a horrible thing. He was preaching, he was robbed. But here's the copy that goes with that.
All right.
More than $1 million worth of jewelry stolen, all while a renowned Brooklyn bishop presented his Sunday sermon.
They took all of my wife's jewelry and took all of my jewelry.
The bishop, known for wearing designer outfits and flashy jewelry, says he and his family were specifically targeted.
Sometimes, when you are a known bishop, it's a gift and a curse.
First of all, Ninja, you are not a known bishop to everybody, so it's a curse. Let me just say this.
I have to just real quickly. I had to dig. I wanted to find that picture. I went online. I found it. He is in this. I don't know if it's a real Louis Vuitton, faux Louis Vuitton, but he's driving a Rolls Royce with orange interior. And what caught my eye about this in the news thing was someone who commented on this. And his handle is Monsieur Happy Hour. Monsieur Happy Hour. And he said this: no wonder you was robbed. How you rolling around in a Rolls Royce when the monthly car note on that could be redistributed for feeding some families or going to some other community projects. And I'm like, thank you, Monsieur Happy Hour.
All right, so
this man,
you got robbed.
Who has $1 million worth of stuff?
I don't know what had happened. When I left the room,
this
is a black moment, y'all. The jewelry was on the table,
and on my wife.
When I got back,
yes,
the jewelry was gone. I don't know what had happened, but something has got to be did and done today.
Oh, don't! Oh my God! But this is the weirdest part of it. So when you first told me about this, and $1 million was stolen, and you said it was a preacher with a lot of, I thought it was a mega church. It's like this downtown Brooklyn storefront that had 25 parishioners in it. I'm like, how did he make enough money to be wearing $1 million worth of jewelry? I don't understand this.
Because people...
He's doing it. He's doing the humming.
I'm going to rock back and forth because y'all still want to look at the white Jesus and say that he's the one.
So we have to do this. All right. Michael sends me down these rabbit holes. Look at this story. This is pretty much what he said.
So after he's robbed,
this story.
And all this shit is coming out, this is a story that happened.
So this
from the preacher who wants you to be a part of the Christian faith. Ha
I love when you do that. This is on Larry Reed Live. This is the show you're about to see, the clip that I took. And the person he's with is Genesis Warren. And this is it. Let's see.
I did you a favor.
No, I don't need no favors from you, Larry. My question to you is,
you do though.
Larry, excuse me? Ma'am, I don't even know you, ma'am. All right, so you can just stay out of this one. I don't even know you. All right, I don't even know you. You're trying to include yourself into this. You need to go and get some weight loss if you want to get sir. If you want to sit and laugh about what happened in my church when we got armed robbed, you're fat. That's what you are. You're a fat slob. I don't know you. All right, because at the end of the day, y'all sitting here and laughing at something that 4 gunmen could have took my family life, and y'all sitting here making a mockery of it, all right?
We are not.
This big blip right here want to sit here and talk about women, all right? And you want to sit here and validate homosexuality because you just admitted that you're a faggot, all right?
Welcome to Christianity.
So he's robbed of $1 million.
2.0.
And to be fair, I'm going to do a little fair thing because I'm a Libra, I balance. They were talking like on the show previous to they brought him on, they said, well, maybe it's not real or maybe it was for the insurance money. They had a little bit of, nudge, nudge, wink, wink there. And I don't know that that's a wise thing to do before you bring on someone to talk, perhaps. Nonetheless, if you're going to say I'm a minister and I'm going to preach and I'm going to open up my heart and soul and you're going to call a woman who is,
he called someone who identifies as female. He says, I'm Biggie Smalls, you are Biggie Big, and said the most horrific things to this beautiful black queen.
Yes, absolutely.
And y'all still want to send this mug some money? I will say this, and I said it over and over again. I'm an atheist. Atheist?
An atheist?
I'm an atheist.
I believe
I'm an aphid.
Today.
I'm an aphid. I'm an atheist. I will be there to help you and do whatever you need if you call upon me to do it.
Oh my God, look what Jeanette knows. Jeanette knows everything.
Here he goes.
He's a scammer. He was in Sing Sing for grand larceny and identity theft. He calls a woman fat. Yeah.
Don't fall for it.
Yes,
Someone's
FBI. Could you maybe ring? Call up. Call the Whitehead.
If I decided to start a religion.
Look, I got brighter when I did this. Get closer to you. I got brighter. Go ahead.
You're not smarter.
I said I got brighter. Oh, I see.
See what I mean?
I'm not evidently not.
Obviously not bright. All right. Just be careful who you are giving your money to and who you're doing. Misogyny. It's such a beautiful thing.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Say goodnight, Gracie. Love you all. By the way, next Thursday, I'm just going to be on my own computer and we're just going to do this. Hopefully.
It's not going to be called Boozing with Gays. You can
it might be Boozing with Blackness. I don't know.
Michael Shepard's Chatty Hour or something.
Miss Chatty Cathy.
Miss Chatty Cathy.
All right.
Say good night.
Adore you all. Bye.
Boozing with Gays.
Good night.